Max?
Melbourne Football Club.
Oh, yeah.
And in the end, I'm going to support most decisions that they make. And this is another one that I'm going to get behind. I'm obviously very, very close with Goody, and we're going to stay in touch. It's the same with like Gary Pert. I've stayed in touch with Gary Pert. Kate Roffey, I've stayed in touch with Kate Roffey. Slightly different. They haven't been my coach for 9 years. There's been coaches that have been moved on. There's been captain, like Nathan Jones got told to move on, and I'm still incredibly close with him. So, and I didn't support that decision at the time, but you get to a point where you do.
So in the press conference, Brad Green gets up, and I think he repeated it 15 times. It was clear that he'd been coached to say fresh voice, fresh voice, fresh voice. Do you agree that the players need a fresh voice?
Ed Langdon butchered this one yesterday, didn't he? Actually, in fairness to Ed, this is the toughest topic to talk about because we all love Goody and we know Goody's probably going to listen or get back to it. This is going to get back to him, so we're trying to support Goody as much as we can. We're also supportive of the club moving forward and trying to win a flag, so we're supportive of club decision. And we want to broadcast to the supporters that we're doing okay.
And you didn't make the decision.
You're like
a kid in the divorce.
That's as tough as it gets for Ed to do the first. He's the first point of contact. Talking about his 200 games. He's going in there talking about his 200 games. Yeah. And you got to remember, his last time he got in the media, he said all duck, no dinner about Collingwood. So he's not the best operator. He's not the best operator when it comes to it. I actually think it's a tactic for him to say, I am never doing media again. So that's as tough as it gets. And I'm going to say stuff in this press conference, and Goody and Greeny both said stuff in their press conference that they'd probably wish, I wish those words came out a bit differently. So it's an incredibly tough topic to talk about. Do we need a new voice? Look, I appreciate that after 9 years, a new voice could help. I also think that I was pretty bullish on what we were building at the football club, and the old voice was doing well for me, but we're also 6-14 or 6-13, and good clubs don't wait. So I appreciate that.
Good clubs don't wait. Welcome to the official, unofficial podcast of the Melbourne Demons. The DeeBrief. It is a different football club. It is a new dawn. I need to make mention of the fact that we've been doing this podcast for 9 years, I think it is, Marca, which is silly. And we've only known Simon Goodwin.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And suddenly there's going to be a new person at the helm. We don't know when that'll happen, but Goody is all we've known.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I don't really think about the podcast too often. But yeah, there you go. So that transition from Ruse to Goody had just come in, and I mean, there was no shock to that really. It kind of sounded like Goody was in the box seat in Ruse last year anyway. But that's a long time. I think I spoke about that last time I was on when I was asking for change. 9 years. Well, that's awesome. That's a really successful tenure as a coach.
What were you doing 9 years ago, Penny? Welcome back.
Thank you. The bitch is back.
And we'd love to have the bitch here.
What was I doing 9 years ago? How old am I again?
36,
I can't even remember
35?
what I was doing.
So, aren't we the same
I'm 36,
age?
just turned 36.
Yeah.
27.
What were you doing?
No idea. Oh,
maybe Survivor.
Was I on Survivor?
I would have been a Survivor.
At Survivor, the nightclub.
Survivor, yeah.
Like on Survivor.
I mean, I would have been watching Survivor.
Yeah.
Probably around then, and I would have been at Survivor, I reckon. Or maybe that was probably lounge.
Yeah, maybe a bit of lounge. We're going into some nightclub areas here for the listeners' and viewers' sakes. No, you can't remember. That's okay. Anyway, Simon Goodwin is not the coach. I just want to quickly ask you, Penny.
Working at Monash? Yeah, I think I was working at Monash.
Okay, nice.
There we go. Working at Monash. What a beautiful civil answer. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, probably not very civil on the weekends. Let's be real.
No.
It was the 20s.
Yeah. Fuck, they were so good, weren't they?
Yeah, honestly.
You said it to me out the front when you got in. I was like, how are you? And you're like, well, I was overseas for 4 weeks and now I'm back in the grind, and yeah, I'm not really that happy to be back.
4 weeks of leave a year is just not it, is it?
I'm going to ask you first. So, the news breaks. Simon Goodwin is relieved of his duties as the head coach of the Melbourne Football Club. It was a where were you moment. What were you doing? It was Tuesday morning this week.
Sacking heard
Yeah.
around the world.
How did you feel? How did you feel?
I mean, I had mixed emotions, but to be honest, I felt a little bit sad because, obviously the news did come with a lot of the highlight packages from the Premiership. So it was quite an emotional, reflective kind of feeling for me. And I also just was thinking a lot about how the players were feeling because I think they do ultimately, it seems like they have a really good relationship with Goody. Well, that's what it seems like on the outside anyway. So I was thinking about that as well. But I also did think about the fact that maybe that's like a blessing and a curse. Is it possible that they're maybe too close to their esteemed leader, who is now not so esteemed? But I was quite emotional, to be honest. Obviously, I was a little bit relieved, but I also a bit confused about the timing. But I'm sure we'll talk about that in terms of the benefit of making that decision before the end of the season.
I think you summed it up well. Thomas, how are you feeling about it all?
I was shocked.
Shocked. I wasn't shocked, surely.
I was
Really?
definitely shocked. I just we spoke when we were 0-5 and kind of said, I think it's,
It's time.
It's not the beginning of the end because this has been happening for, this is an accumulation of, you could argue since winning the flag, right? Double straight sets, that's just, that hurt so much. And then
Still hurt.
since then, for sure. And then since then, we just haven't really got near it. So I wasn't shocked in that of the decision. I was shocked probably of the timing.
Yeah.
I expected him to coach next year just because I was just adamant that this club weren't going to be brave enough to rip the Band-Aid. And I was shocked and I was proud because of that. I was like, that's a
Un-Melbourne.
ballsy move that we don't traditionally make those sorts of moves. So I was proud. I was just but I also don't want to take anything away from Goody, and we've spoken at length about his 9 years. But yeah, Goody, thank you for delivering that flag and for making us a competitive beast of a unit for a long time there. 3 top 4 finishes in a row is really, really hard to do in this competition, and
something that we're not used to.
Yeah, especially for the 12 or 15 years prior to that, which was just so dark. So to be somewhat the best, for a period of time there, it was weird. It was new, and now it feels like we're back.
I think it's
the shit.
Yeah, we're certainly back, and we'll talk about.
But thank you for that. But
got to start on Goody, got to be appreciative and got to be thankful of what he has done for this football club.
You couldn't kick over 55 points against us for
ages,
a long time.
Yeah, we never.
It was hilarious watching other teams try and score against us.
Yeah,
you're just mate, leave her.
That's actually something I wanted.
So true though.
That's something I wanted to speak about.
It was insane. It was
not only that. The thing that I've been really proud of as a supporter under Simon Goodwin, it hasn't necessarily been looked at or viewed the same way in the last couple of years because we haven't been getting results. But the one thing I've really enjoyed about this team underneath him is we're just full of mongrel bastard. We're contested beasts. We love the contest. It's easy to back that up when you're really good defensively and you're not giving up big scores. But the thing that I really started to like being a Melbourne fan when we got an idea of our brand under Goodwin was we were just hard to beat and we were genuine mongrel bastards. You knew you were in a dogfight.
3 to 10 years ago, that was the model. You would just have to have everyone in sync, but you would have just contest beasts, right?
Yeah.
And we recruited for that. And the game shifted.
Yep.
And we were left with the same players, and there's nothing against those players, but we just needed
polish,
more balance
and more polish. And that's the thing. The game is about polish and skill now, which is slightly annoying for me because I probably prefer the brutal nature of the game, the contest to contest nature.
Same, but I also love just a lovely left foot or something like that.
I mean, obviously, I wonder if that change is reflective of like the change in the rules and, you know, the protecting the head and things like this. So
stand on the mark's been a big one because then you can just waltz by. And it's just the handball receives, you can just waltz by. It's taken an element of defending out of it as well. So I just love the fact that opposition fans are going, geez, Melbourne are tough. They're physical. Like, I really enjoyed that under Simon Goodwin. I think that's been lost on people in the last 2 years, as I said, because when you're not getting the results, who gives a shit if you're tough or not? Because you don't look tough if you're losing, do you? You don't look tough at all. But it's definitely part of the DNA that was a Simon Goodwin team that I really enjoyed. The fact that your mates who support other clubs are going, fuck, Melbourne are brutal. They're psychos. So that was really cool because once upon a time, Mitch Robertson called us pea-hearts or weak dogs or whatever he called us, and it was a big jibe at the time because we were hopeless.
And we were.
But we never really had a reputation ever of being tough.
But then we became tough under Goody for an extended period of time. So I think that's something that hasn't probably been spoken about enough over the last 48 hours. Everyone talking about Goody's achievements. We had a run there where we won 17 games in a row as well. Jake Bowie started his career with 17 wins in a row. He must have thought, gee, life's good. And then suddenly and then it was like, this is the real Melbourne, Jake.
Welcome,
Welcome
buddy.
this
is
to
the real
hell.
But that was incredible. That run itself as well, if you take out all the teams of yesteryear, it was only a Geelong and I think an Essendon from 2000. There are only two other modern sides that had put up runs like that, undefeated runs. So that was something that should be heralded and appreciated. I thought that was an incredible run. It thought like it was all before us. We felt like we had one hand on the 2022 Cup and then we just absolutely shat the bed.
Yeah, well.
But that was cool.
Player management.
Yeah.
It comes down to player management and, you know, you got to add. You got to add to a premiership side after you've won one. You got to get better somehow.
Yeah,
like it's very rare that if you kind of say the same or you're not as good. That
what are you laughing about?
Nah, just how fast we've declined from that moment.
Oh yeah. I know.
And how far?
No, it's been a rapid decline, and I think do anyone want to keep speaking about Goody and his achievements and what he's done for this club? I think maybe we move to the press conference if you want to, because the press conference itself.
You should have won a tie.
I feel like we started talking about how we've loved Goody when we were 0-5. We're like, look, mate, love you, thank you, but we need something new. Yeah, we simply need something new.
It was pretty obvious to me. I think the writing was on the wall. Look, I was a bit shocked. I thought that Melbourne were going to potentially give him another season. He had one more contract year left in 2026. I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I was shocked that they actually pulled the trigger because, as Penny said, and you alluded to as well, Thomas, it's just so unlike Melbourne. Melbourne just don't
pull the trigger.
Typically pull trigger and do these types of things. So the fact that they've done it, I'm with you. Like, I'm actually quite proud of the club. The timing is a little bit weird.
What? So did you think wait till the end of the year?
Yeah,
I definitely thought that. But then everyone's saying,
I just feel like, you know, there are farewells, there are all that sort of thing, but like you need to get those conversations going. And part of me kind of thinks that they had that prior to that decision, right?
Is that the reason you don't wait to the end of the season because then all the other clubs are also looking?
You got to get it. You got to get it done as soon as possible. You need a new coach as soon as possible. There's a new CEO coming through. Like there's so much change going through. We still don't have a home base.
I'm actually kind
Which
of
is
worried
just the most
in general,
pathetic thing.
because there's going to be this. Now we have to go through another like transitionary period of like chaos when they find a new coach and then like they're settling in and blah blah, and then still. You know, they've got the new CEO and blah. It's like all shifting and...
What happens to the assistants? Like, we probably don't have the money to be able to kind of bring
new assistants for the new coach.
But that usually happens, right? There's usually a big
So
change.
they have their own. They want to bring their own staff on. Or?
Yeah, that typically happens. That's the same for most coaches in any sport. It happens big time in soccer. They'll bring the same staff with them to nearly every single job.
Well, it kind of makes sense
crazy.
because then it does actually alleviate some of that chaos.
Yeah.
Because if you're managing all these other people that you don't know, then
Exactly.
or don't know their style, or
Yeah. So
that's also going to be interesting.
that'll be super interesting. So let's just talk about the press conference, and then we can just talk about the club in general, where we're at. There's so many moving parts. This will go for an hour, but I feel like we could sit here for 3 hours. Anyway.
Maybe not 3.
No. The press. That's stretching it. I'll give you another pack of Red Rock.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's going to hang around now. He's hanging
The
around.
perks.
And don't
Chips
worry.
and beer.
Don't worry for the listeners and the viewers. We ate them beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
The worst feedback we've ever got, Penny, and I'm sure
that
you may have listened.
Pringlegate.
Do you remember Pringlegate? Do you remember?
No, but I'm guessing you were eating on. Actually, was this one where you were sitting around the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, we were eating Pringles, and the backlash was vicious.
Well, I
Absolutely
would
vicious.
say that that's pretty obvious. Like,
Not when you're eating delicious Pringles. You're not
Yeah.
I mean, once you pop, you can't stop.
Thank you.
It's true. The press conference.
Segway.
So, it was strange. So,
Strange because you were like, hey, where's this guy been?
oh, no, I'm going to do this. Oh, that was strange. But I'm going to do this. My brain. I'll take you into my mind. So,
Please don't.
Say,
you
go,
really.
I've been in your mind every Thursday for the last fucking 9 years.
Yeah, which is not the greatest place to be. But apparently other people have been there as well. So that's okay. So everyone knows, and you're the same as me, Marca, and Nuggets is the same, and maybe Penny's the same. And a lot of people have felt the same way about Simon for a considerable amount of time. Someone that we've loved, cherished, thank you. Then it starts to fall apart. The straight sets. We get into 2024. We start 6-2. Fuck yeah, we're back. And then we nosedive. We finish that year 5 wins, 10 losses. And then this year's just been an absolute shit show. One of the worst years I've experienced.
This has been my least favourite year, and probably the least that I've actually engaged with the game
Yeah,
and the club.
I'm absolutely the same. So,
And the 0-5 was just...
it's just like it
You're gone.
killed you.
You're done.
Do you know what? It's actually worse. It got exacerbated by the fact that we went on a bit of a run.
I know, and then the St Kilda
Yep.
7-21,
Yep.
and then Pies at the
exactly.
G.
It's been an absolute nightmare. So my mind and my brain and all the content I've been putting out and all the things I've been saying and talking about change and talking about the win-loss record and talking about a coach that's potentially and I think has lost the players, blah, blah, blah. I cannot tell you how fucking draining it has been. It has been exhausting. Now, this isn't any disrespect to Simon. It's just how I have felt. I've been so sick and tired of the same shit. I've been so sick and tired of losing the same way. So all I'm saying is I think I speak for potentially thousands of other Melbourne supporters out there that have felt the same thing. That's how I felt. So when this is the weird thing. When I'm sitting in here, press conference at 1 p.m, and I'm like, I've had my lunch, and I'm like, holy fuck, like it's actually happening. That was the weirdest part for me. He walks into the room with Brad Green. Goody, no tie.
No tie.
Yep.
Needed a tie.
No
You look
tie.
Like
No.
you did the TAB.
No, he wasn't. He was gone. He
I loved
wasn't
it.
with the club. Yeah,
I loved it.
It said,
Yeah.
I'm freeing myself.
Yeah. I was into it. That's
Kinda,
the first
yeah,
thing I noticed.
I did also think about that.
And do you know the weird thing is? I'm sitting there just going, okay, you're on this little fan podcast. You put some content out about how you don't want him anymore, blah, blah, blah. You're trying to make a semblance of influence. Who knows if it actually worked or not? Probably not, right? But you're sitting there and you're watching a press conference and you're going, oh, like, holy fuck. The thing that you've been thinking about and potentially wanting, well, definitely wanting, is actually happening. Like this thing that you're like, oh, God, I wish there was a world where we could actually move this coach on. I got mad respect for him for everything he's done for us. but the message isn't resonating for me as a supporter. I'm done. I'm checking out. Please just leave. Again, no disrespect, just go. And then this thing is happening in front of you and you're watching it.
I wasn't going to come back to the pod next year if he was still there.
Oh, no, I don't blame you. And we'll get to the memberships.
I probably still won't.
We'll get to the memberships in a moment. And I'm watching it and I'm like, it was so surreal. It was so surreal because it was something that I think we just didn't think the Melbourne Football Club and the senior officials had the balls to do. And they actually did it, and they did it out of nowhere, and it's happened. Then Simon just ends up being this version of Simon I've never, ever seen before. And I was like, holy fuck, I feel bad now.
With grace, humility.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then I started to feel bad. I was like, this guy's a legend. He's funny, he's witty, he doesn't give a shit.
No wonder the players. No wonder the players get around it.
I've always felt that though. Like, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people, including yourself, have always, ragged on the way that he approaches ongoing press conferences and things like that because, he doesn't let on too much and, he says the same things and blah, blah. But I actually think that he's got really good media training and he actually approaches, my personal thought is that I think he actually comes across quite good most of the time, and I do see those qualities in him, which is maybe also why I thought, I feel a little bit sad that he's going, and obviously the players love him and you just see how he gets around the club. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of saw those qualities in him beforehand, which is maybe why I was a little bit sad, but I obviously was still happy.
No, but I genuinely felt sad. And the reason why I felt sad is because he was using phrases like we. And he was talking about how I think this club is closer than most people think. And then he was...
There's an issue with that as well.
No, I understand.
Which is part of the problem and probably part of the reason why he had to go.
No, I know, but it was things like that. It was the use of we. It was this ownership of I'm a Melbourne person. I'm going to watch from afar. He was so gracious that I started to feel like an asshole because... some of the energy that I've been channeling has been towards, well, this guy's got to go. So it was just a funny experience.
We're in a business...
Babe, don't worry, it wasn't you.
I know it wasn't me, but I'm just saying it just felt weird.
Oh, no, but mate...
But not even me, I'm just saying...
Shut up for a second. We're in a business of winning. Don't feel bad.
Okay.
We had to question. Yeah. We being the Melbourne supporters, the paying members, you have to question... You can't just be like, oh, but he won us a flag in 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I'm sorry, but
something had to change, and that was
not good enough.
Oh, Marca, trust me, it was 2 minutes of sadness, and I moved on.
Okay, cool.
I'm seriously, but in that moment, I was like, oh wow. Now, the other thing about the press conference, which I thought was interesting, and I'll come back to your point, the drive-by with Casey, I don't reckon it was a joke.
No, because that was the first thing that he said, which just tells you that he's probably got his first opportunity to publicly say it's actually so messed up that we, as the oldest ongoing football organisation in the world, has to do what we do and drive down to Casey,
spot on,
and train at Gosh's pad. I was just like. It is just the biggest. Well,
he's saying,
the biggest pain in our
conditions that I had to work with,
and I don't think a new coach, a new CEO, for me still, it's getting a home base before is the most important thing. Yeah, because I reckon there'll be a couple of coaches.
I'm going to miss the players first and foremost.
Go on. I reckon there's going to be a couple of coaches who will be like, I don't want to do that drive.
It's not just seeing them grow as players, but it's seeing them grow as people. I'm going to miss giving George Gorn some bag of lollies after every win we have. I'm going to miss seeing Melky. I've coached him since I was 17. Tommy Mack. I'm going to miss the people first and foremost, and probably what I won't miss is probably driving down to Casey.
Well done.
Yeah. See, that's what I see the most. Those relationships.
You did that well.
So sad. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have that with any workplace relationship after 9 years. Most people will have people.
That's a long time in football.
Yeah.
Especially as a head coach. I'd love to know the average. What do you reckon? 2.5 years? 3? Probably 3.
So skewed because there's just coaches that would do sweet F all time. But if you're taking into account caretakers or not?
No.
Oh,
No.
3 years? Maybe?
Yeah,
4? 3? That's a long time.
for sure.
Any thoughts about the press conference? Anything more? Move on. We're happy. New coach. Right, let's get into it. New coach. Here we go.
Well, the other thing was the fact that, he says he's got so much love for the players, and I feel like Ed Langan's...
Langdon?
Langdon.
I feel like his presser
Langan.
was like really... It's not that funny.
I'll be the judge of that.
He was like, he was raw in his emotion, right? I would like to see a raw Gorney.
Ooh.
He
'Cause I
can't be
feel
raw.
like-
He's got to.
No, but off air. You know what I mean?
I've seen raw dog. He's crazy.
Yeah, but I'd like to see it off, because I feel like it would be pretty similar to Edward L.
Max is playing golf today with 2 very important Melbourne officials as well, just so you know. So that was
Please.
Is that
Please explain.
Checkers and Daisy, the 2 mascots?
No, but there's a bit of movement. There's things happening at the moment.
Oh, there's
Please do.
positions to be filled. Quite important ones.
So, where were we? New coach. Just on Goody, thank you. It's been amazing. To Max's point from his interview with Triple M this morning, is it time for a fresh voice?
Yes.
Even he's admitting it. So I got the Langans. The Langans have hit me.
It's a good hotel.
That's the Langham. Fucking hell. It actually is, though.
Yeah.
Slaps.
Quick side note.
Great water feature.
People like the shit talking a bit, as long as we don't do it too much. That's the feedback.
We've been pretty...
Vegemite.
No, we're not doing that.
We'll
Come
finish
on.
on that. We don't need to.
We don't
New
need to talk
coach,
about that.
new coach.
New coach. Let's get the business
Yeah,
out of the
come
way.
on, mate. Stop mucking
So
around.
this is where I'm going to
Do I
take
look
over
happy?
hosting.
Yeah.
I shouldn't look too happy. New coach. So, few quick ones. The tried and trusted I put in inverted commas because it doesn't always work out that way. But Nathan Buckley, Adam Simpson, John Longmire, Ken Hinkley, they're probably the 4 that people are speaking about that have been in the game for a while. They've coached at the senior level with varying success. Maybe we just muck through them and we start with Nathan. What are your thoughts on Nathan, Penny? You don't like Nathan.
I mean, he's probably an amazing coach, but I just can't fathom a Collingwood player.
He went for Melbourne as a kid.
Really? That's disgusting.
Why?
No, that's great, but I don't
Scott
know.
Pendlebury did.
Go for Melbourne.
Yeah.
That's great.
So did Buddy.
Fuck.
So
Stop
did
it.
Chris Judd.
Stop it.
Good names. Imagine if we had them.
I don't know.
Buddy's favourite
so
ever
this
player?
is where I want to, I'm going to start
Gary
hosting now.
Lyon.
So you tell me the pros and cons of each potential.
I'm almost not there.
You haven't thought about it enough?
No, I've tried to do work that isn't the debrief, which is trying to run this studio and make it viable. So I've penned a piece for the Herald Sun, which took too long. So I'm going to be really upfront. I haven't taken the necessary time to delve into all of their records and really assess who I think the next option should be. I reckon that's a next week pod. I think today was more about reaction to Goody, celebrate the man, have a quick little chat about coaches, and then have a chat about the direction of the footy club. Honestly, Nathan Buckley, really quickly, hasn't won a flag. It's the first thing that sticks out to me. He has unfinished business.
There's fire in the belly there.
Yeah.
And that's something that I like
okay.
about that.
Yeah.
Longmire,
Interesting.
I don't want anything to do with.
Why? Please explain.
Let's put the fork in that one.
Yeah, because
He
I
will
want to
not
know.
coach.
I want to.
Good.
No.
My
Why?
mail is
Even if he could, I don't want him.
he got offered the Carlton job.
He's too old.
He got offered the Carlton job, didn't take it.
He got smashed in 2 grannies. He had
Yeah.
the best resources in Sydney. Piss off, don't want him.
Okay. And who's the next one?
Well, Buckley, the other thing with Buckley, he just will set high standards. There's absolutely no doubt.
I mean, there's no denying that he's going to be respected by the players, surely. He's going
100%.
to come in and...
He's got an aura.
He's got aura.
Yeah. He's
got a massive-
aura.
He's Nathan Buckley.
I know, that's the thing.
Nick?
But it pains me.
Nick, do you love him? Yeah, he loves him. Yeah. Collingwood, he's wobbling over there.
The collie wobbles.
Yeah, you can tell. He's quivering, old Nick. He's got a big game tonight against Hawthorn. Good luck.
In saying that, I just think every case is so different and you can't put a blanket over these kind of stats. But for the most part, if you get a tried coach, most of the time, probably 70%, 80% of the time, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Why? What does that? Why?
Well,
That's just they're the stats. It's
but
just
there's no basis. Like, there's no actual explanation for that.
no, it's
but
just
that's
ChatGPT.
why that's what I mean. It's just like there's each case every year, position, team. Like there's too many factors at play to put a blanket over it and just say, no, we can't go an old coach. No, we have to go a young coach. I just feel like that conversation is for me irrelevant.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'm happy to go into the records. I'm happy to dig up the data, do the research when I got more time, go the pros and cons, like actually get into the weeds on it and just go, right, this is how we think it's laid out and this is what we think the assertions are for all these different coaches.
It's how
blah, blah, blah.
hungry the coach is for me. Like how much work are they going to put in? Because Buckley, yes, he's got that fire in the belly, but also a part of me is like, well, he's been in the media for so long. He's comfortable.
So comfortable.
He doesn't need to work. Like his life is pretty sorted going forward.
He
You know
said
what I
that
mean?
today. Do you want to try and find the clip of Bucks?
You just know that, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like there's something about a new coach as well that's exciting, and that they've got something more to prove than the other people that we've just mentioned. But the other thing is, I just don't have any idea about some of the assistants that are out there.
But no one does.
Exactly. But it's like, oh, okay, they've been at successful clubs. Oh, well, that didn't work when we got Mark Neeld. You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like that also is semi-irrelevant in a way. I like Gene Siracusa only because I know they're cousins and they're a stand-up family, and he's pretty hot. So
Yeah, marketing tool.
hell yeah.
Yeah, we got ourselves a DILF. We got ourselves a marketing tool.
We love.
Yes.
But I have no
I think the
idea
Melbourne
about assistant
prospect-
coaches.
Buckley.
I think it's quite compelling. There's obviously a lot that needs to settle and evolve there, but big club, storied history. I think the experience in the playing group is unquestioned, and I like the young group of players as well. So in that sense, I think there's a compelling case there for in terms of opportunity. But yeah, there's plenty of water to go under. I think
Bucks. So that's what Buck said. So
Sounds pretty
keen.
yeah. Can't believe you went from Melbourne as a kid.
Yeah, apparently.
He speaks amazingly and has done on SEN for a while now. Like I always very happy with hearing his thoughts. Him and either Kane or Jared. Like his knowledge of the game is insane.
Yeah.
And he kind of went through a real shift in his kind of coaching philosophy towards the end of Collingwood. Nick's nodding at me. Like he was like a drill sergeant, right? But then he softened and he kind of learned to appreciate more of the human connection and to kind of being a leader of people, not just these like commodities that kind of come in and
we
like
need the
you
drill
have to do this, do that. But
I agree with Penny.
But at the
in
same
saying
time,
that,
I think it's also important that you have those
both.
relationships. Yeah, it's definitely not like one or the other. It needs to be both.
I think the lines got blurred with Goody. I think that's an assumption.
What
What I
lines?
was saying before
What
about
Penny
him getting too like close to the players.
I think it just got way too buddy. Way too much.
Okay. I thought
needs
you
to
were
be
talking about there were a couple of rumours going around, but yes, absolutely. And you saw that with Ed Langdon. You saw that because
Unique New York.
he was
Who's that?
he was
Ed
like
Langham.
That was like
The hotel.
he was like Mark Latham. Was that his name?
God,
Oh, yuck.
is that 2020? No.
When was he?
He was genuinely upset
When I was
in
27,
that
no.
presser.
Yes.
Genuinely upset. And that just tells me, like, and in his presser, at no point did he reference how poorly we've been going. So that tells me that that's a player who's kind of blinded by faith, blinded by the messaging that was coming to him. And of course Goody's going to be like, we're this close, boys. You know, he's not going to be like, oh, we've got no hope. We'll try again next year. Maybe we'll pick up, I don't know.
I was trying to think
Peter
about
Wright or something. Maybe he'll fix our problems. But they were so close, and they had an amazing bond, clearly. But there's problems with that, and
Massively.
I feel like
yeah.
it was reflected in Mark Latham's presser.
I was trying to think about my own like personal experiences with being coached in sports and like how different relationships like have affected me. Obviously it's completely different, but yeah, I do think that like once you are really close with someone, you have like, you know, just having that little bit of a gap. I feel like you have more to prove. I don't know. What I would like to actually read some like psychological research around like that mentor, like athlete.
Agree. Like, where is the line? How do you strike the balance?
Well, let's have a think about, you know, we'll come back next week with talking about candidates.
Sure.
But let's have a chat about players who might be thinking, oh, I might be in trouble here with where I stand in this team now.
Yeah.
Ooh, haven't thought about that.
Or what's my role going to be now? Or like, who would be excited?
I would go through the numbers and I would do it like this. Number one, you're in trouble. And I've said this consistently. Stephen May would be in a bit of trouble.
But I feel like it would be best for both parties if May just like go to North, you know, help them down back, and you know, let's.
No,
he's regressed. He's
so sad.
While there's some kind of value there.
Yeah. He's played some big games this year, though, but he's had some
such
shockers.
a hard time letting go of people.
Well, Christian Salem's the next one for me. Number 3.
Yeah, and look, you know my thoughts on Christian.
But this is a great conversation.
Yeah.
Because if you're the new coach coming in,
You don't have those relationships that you're trying to.
yeah,
Do you know,
you've got to be objective.
There was a
No
list.
sentiment.
There was a list of
sentiment.
May, Oliver, Track, McDonald, Fritsch,
Yeah.
Melksham,
Yeah.
Salem,
Yeah.
and James Kennedy
In the
who,
Sun.
you know, he sent
the
that
paper I
to, he
write
sent that
for.
to me. He goes,
Oh,
he
God.
goes, who do you let go of? I was
One
like,
article.
he goes, who do you let go of? And I said, look, I'll give you a list of who we should keep, honestly. And I said, Track,
You want to keep?
yeah, Fritsch,
Yep.
and I think Lever was on that. And I said, Lever, you got to keep Lever.
Sure.
Were you only allowed
Leadership.
to choose 3?
And I said no one else will take Melksham. And
No.
I feel
No,
like
keep Melksham.
yeah,
We
no,
want him for
yeah,
another year.
Yeah, and I said he'll get one more year.
Yeah, and then he's done.
But the rest,
yep.
I'm happy to go. I'm happy for that to happen.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's your list. But again, this is a great conversation to have. Which players...
But
would
I
be like, "Oh,
also just don't think someone like Oliver has. Well, we know that he doesn't have the same value as he has. But maybe this could be the best thing for him.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of bullish, and maybe that's just blind faith.
No, I'm into it.
I'm bullish on what they can do, and it's just more
Bullish
exciting.
on new coach coming in and him being rebuilt, or bullish on him being traded?
No, bullish on him blossoming
Again.
In Melbourne.
once again.
At Melbourne. Yeah.
Imagine
So the
if
first
that happened. Oh,
Because now they have to
God.
prove themselves to someone else.
Yeah, that's the thing,
It's
yeah.
about like the grit
Exactly.
comes back. It's about there's no comfortability, and like you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable again.
I love that. I've never heard that before. Fuck, I love that. No, but in all honesty, I completely concur.
Did you just raise your eyebrows at me?
Because of his.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I had to go there.
No, you're right.
Thank you.
Wait. No, you're right.
So you're absolutely right. And it's a blank canvas for anyone that walks in. And the one thing that we won't have to put up with, I don't want to have a massive dig at Simon because it's a match committee decision. It's between other people. But fucking hell, how many times have we been playing the same players and
selection.
not promoting people at Casey and playing players in the same positions? It's just
Or just like
madness.
continuing with players who are in a position and it just wasn't working for them, or that it was working for them and then change them from that position.
Yeah.
For me, the two big ones is Rivers and
Yeah.
Windsor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come
Rivers,
on,
that
man.
was infuriating.
Come on.
Yeah, keep him in the middle.
Cop a hit down back. Like,
He's got everything to be a midfielder.
if anything, that was part of our problem in the midfield, is
He's
that
got
we're too
everything.
slow.
And he's
Except
hot
for-
too.
and
Pickett's
shit
Pickett's
tats,
the
though.
saving. Oh, terrible tats.
The legs, are they
He's got
legs?
a Native American Indian tattoo.
Oh, Trent, did you hear
Headdress,
that?
yeah.
Oh. Jeez,
Okay.
we had
He'll be
JVR.
listening.
We had JVR and the mitts, and now we're going after Trent.
Oh, trampoline hands.
Yeah. Now you're going
It's
after
just
Trent.
so good.
Trent's the next one in the gun for Penny.
No. Come on. I'm more positive.
Yeah, just his tats. And
love it.
and again,
I would shit on anyone that has any form of like culturally inappropriate tattoo. But I don't know, maybe he's got
tribal
some-
tattoos.
What's wrong with that?
Maybe he has.
What if you're from that tribe?
No, that's obviously fine. And I'm saying maybe he has some kind of Native
Watch yourself.
American.
He doesn't. Let's be honest. He's from WA.
Tom Sparrow would feel nervous.
I feel like he's pretty.
I like Tommy Sparrow. He's a great kid, but I'm just like,
Why do you reckon he would feel nervous?
because
You reckon that people from the outside looking in would be like, not sure what he
no,
brings?
it's just an example of a player who I don't think is safe. I
Okay.
just don't think he's safe. Look, Cade Chandler, I'm a big fan of. But again, Cade Chandler
He's
started
had a great year.
Yeah, but he
He's
started.
safe.
The first half of his year was tremendous, but he's tailed off a bit as well.
He's had moments in the back
I love
half.
him. I love him. I'm just saying, the idea of players not being like 100% safe is awesome. If you get a new guy,
Yes, exactly.
Time
It's
to
awesome.
lift. Time to lift. Legends.
Mate, to be honest, Jake Lever constantly getting injured, coming back into the team, looking like a shadow,
Just get
former
his
shadow
body
of
right.
himself.
Just get his body
Yeah, but
right.
it's the same thing, Marca. Like, I love Lever. Everyone knows I think he should be the next skip of this football club, but it's the same thing. If he's not playing good footy and you've got someone else banging down the door who looks like they should be in the team, my hope is coach comes in and just goes, well, no, you obviously can't play. There's nothing wrong with that. It happened with Tom Jonas. Is that his name at Port Adelaide? Lost his place in the team towards the end.
Who was skipper?
He was the captain. We're talking about Jake Lever, who is a very impressive individual in front of a camera with the group. When he was injured, he was on the bench coaching.
He just could not get into it this year.
No, but the thing is, I want someone to come in that applies the same methodology or the same thought process where they're like, nah, if you're not
Whether
playing
it's for
good footy,
Fullerton or whether it's for Max Gone.
if you're not playing good
No,
footy,
there needs to be
see you later.
flexibility across. Like, it's not just like you apply a framework and that is the only. Obviously, it's a case by case basis.
Yeah,
But if they're not fit, then they shouldn't play.
No, but they're all great examples. They're all great examples of why a new coach comes in and looks at everything, blank canvas, no sentiment, and you play the best team and the most informed players.
We should get Jack Silvani.
No, thanks.
We need to get another back though. We
can talk about that.
Oh, we will.
And we will in detail. So I just want to. We'll look to wrap up. We don't need to go too long.
I feel like we've said enough. Otherwise, we're just going to go into rabbit holes and.
Which
you
is
didn't
what we
even
do.
ask me how my trip was.
Oh, have you been away?
How's your trip? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Just kidding.
Why would we ask you about our trip when we've been slaving
trip,
away? Did I say our trip?
Yeah.
That's weird. Why would we ask about your trip?
Yeah, we should go on a boys' trip.
Sure. Where are we going?
Hamilton Island.
Footy trip.
Yeah, we'll get singlets made.
Oh, Bintang singlets.
No
We'll go
way.
Bali.
Yeah, take us to sunny Queensland or something. surely
I'd love to.
theme park at
If I
least.
wasn't poor.
Gumbaya Park.
How is your
Adventure
trip?
World in July.
How was your trip while we were?
No, I'm just kidding. It was great. It was very mixed, very balanced. DJing, hiking.
How long was it
It's
all
like
up?
between 4 and 5 weeks.
That's a great amount of time.
You weren't here for the St Kilda game.
No, I wasn't.
Wow.
And yeah.
So glad I didn't get there in the end.
I got tagged in a few things by people, and I was just like, I don't give a fuck.
It was
watching the game.
crazy.
I actually wasn't. I was more just amazed at what Naz was doing.
Oh, yeah.
And he instantly became my favourite player of the competition.
Logan Morris.
I was just like, this is insane. It wasn't until the week progressed where I got probably more and more upset and just angry.
What's Nick getting upset with me about?
Because he needs to go.
Because I said Logan Morris. I love Logan Morris.
Oh, wow.
Love.
Yeah.
My favourite.
It's Darcy Fogarty, Naz.
You love the Fog.
Oh, I love the Fog.
What about, hang on, let's segue, and then I'm going to take you to the next 3 games, and then we'll wrap. Who are your 3 favourite non-Melbourne players?
Bont.
Oh,
yeah,
love.
that's
One of mine as well.
very cool.
I always choose the most,
Love Bont.
obviously famous players.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
Non-Melbourne.
Yeah, non-Melbourne. Bont.
Well,
No one from Collingwood.
No.
Fuck no.
No.
No way.
Let me have a think. I'll get back to you.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, last 3 games.
Or is it Bont?
Toby Green.
Penn's going to have a think.
No, not Toby Green. No.
Penn's going to have a think. So, last 3 games.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I was not really looking forward to them. Again, I don't want to have a dig at Goody, but the idea of getting a scalp, Simon being able to say, hey, look, I beat Bulldogs or Hawthorn or Collingwood and you need to retain me. I wasn't into that. Now that Simon's not there, because that's the reality, I'm actually suddenly really looking forward to seeing what we can do.
It?
Yeah, I don't know.
How do they play? Because
Free hit, just go for it. I reckon we let rip. I reckon we'll concede quite a bit, but I reckon we'll just play free-flowing footy.
they'll be fun games to watch.
Yeah.
But in terms of personnel, I wonder who's, does he just play Howie and the boys or?
Yeah, that's a great shout. What does he do? Does he promote a few players from Casey or does he continue to play favourites? Like the former coach did.
This is where, I've never been big on debuting people in the last couple of rounds.
It's so unexciting.
I think it's a bit of whatever, the season's done.
We'll see a couple though.
Yeah,
Debuts
but
in the
I
last 3
never,
weeks are so rude.
I'm never really about that.
You'll see a Kenfield, maybe a Kine and Brown. You'll see a few.
Brownie.
I'd love Brownie to come in. Little Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, give him.
Didn't he already
give him the
debut?
best.
Yeah, but he's had 2 sub appearances.
I know, but he's
That's
not
all
going to
he's
get
had.
the song and dance. He should come back in then because he's already had the.
He's had 2 sub appearances. Play him for a whole game.
That would be good. Actually, that would be good.
Give him the best.
Because I don't want some poor guy having their debut in the freaking second last round.
There's 3 games left.
Or I know there's 3 rounds. I know, but I was saying maybe it's going to be not next week, the week after.
This is a mini season all of a sudden. Chappie's in. Chappie.
Chappie's got to go at the end of the year as well.
Chappie. Oh, come off it. Okay, I'm going to give you a hypothetical. Let's do pathways again. What if...
Oh, God.
Pathway 1. What if we smack all 3 teams? And we play scintillating footy.
I had a moment today where I was like, what if we just have this random win against the
Three
Bulldogs?
random wins.
That's emotion. That's emotion.
Obviously, but this week particularly, I was thinking
Chappie.
we could just, after sacking Goody and then just come out with a random win against the Bulldogs and just be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and smoke him. And then Chappie's just they ask him the question in the press conference and he's like, I'd just like to signal my intentions for the job.
If we learn anything about the Teague train, it's that you just can't. You can't do that.
I wonder how the players are going to be feeling playing this week, to be honest.
Weird.
Yeah, it's going to be it's just going to be so fucking weird.
Do you reckon? Okay, so
would be more inclined to win.
Could we get smashed?
It would be more inclined to win if Goody was yeah, you're done, but you got to coach the last couple.
No, you think?
He declined it.
For sure, but they would be more...
Decline what?
They asked him if he wanted to coach the last 3 games.
And he
said no.
declined.
No, and he was gracious. He said, I don't want to make it about me. Team first. Well done, Goody again.
Team first, stay on.
No,
But in saying that, I feel like the fans and the players, it would have been pretty nice to be like to say thank you to Goody.
Yeah, well, you want to ride it out.
That's why I said it was weird. I thought we should have done it at the very end of the season. You make the announcement leading into the
I didn't know
Collingwood
that they gave
We
him
have
that
gone
option.
fucking fully full circle.
But it is.
on
It's
this.
not professional. It is not professional though. That's emotion. It's an emotional game. That would have been cool.
So if Chappie wins,
I've done 180 on that.
if Chappie smokes these three teams who are all potential finals,
He's
teams.
not smoking anyone.
Hang on.
He's gone.
What do you do if we win these 3 games?
Nothing. Still look for another coach. Chappie's
It's not changing anything.
Chappie's not getting anywhere near those reins. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's actually kill the pathways. And
There's no pathway.
There's pathways are non-existent, and let's actually speak about. So, the fans. I put a little poll out this morning, and I was like, "Who do you think is the most likely scalp? Western Bulldogs, Hawthorn, Collingwood." Most people agree that it's Hawthorn. God, I feel like we could do it now.
Big time.
Just release the shackles, boys.
Days out for the year.
Play with freedom.
Freedom.
We're more if they win tonight, we don't beat them.
If they win tonight,
Yeah, because there's no way.
Tails up.
There's no way.
beating the Pies.
There's no way.
Okay, so
But-
they
but
need to lose tonight.
If they lose tonight, another close kind of defeat like Adelaide, then they are right for the picking.
Is there do we have anything to lose? Like, or is it just full freedom? Like, do we want
We
to
don't
lose
have our
games?
first pick.
Like,
We don't-
So we've got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So I reckon we're actually going to do quite well then.
Do you reckon
because
we'll get a win?
Yeah, I reckon we're going to get a win because don't you think like all of the stress of like going so badly is like
Yes.
half the problem?
Coach like
and everything,
emotional.
bad media,
That's
blah,
exhausting in itself, though,
Yeah.
as well. And I feel like there'll be moments where we'll play awesome footy, but I mean, the whole thing of our whole season, the last 2 years, is we just can't sustain it for 4 quarters, and I don't
Never.
know what that is.
Never. So, Penny, I throw it to you. Bulldogs, Hawthorn, Collingwood. Who is our scalp? Who are we going to beat?
Oh fuck!
Come on. You reckon
That
there's a
is
win
so
in there?
hard.
You reckon there's a win in there, though? Come on. Who is it? Want to hear it.
Collingwood.
You are gospel. Golly, oh, fuck, imagine that.
I just want it to happen so bad, but sorry.
No.
I know. I like in my heart. I think it's probably going to be.
Collingwood.
I think we're randomly going to win this weekend. It's based on absolutely nothing,
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't mind
and
that.
then we're going to lose the rest.
So the beating
We'll
Collingwood,
probably lose, but all of them.
knowing
Let's be
that
real.
Collingwood might have to win to finish top 4 or might have to win to finish top 2. So let's say we beat them and they finish 3rd or 4th as a result. Great.
I did forget.
Let's say
that,
we beat them and that drops them out of the top 4. Oh!
I did forget that Bulldogs are 9th on the ladder, so that's probably going to have a.
Yeah, 2017. We owe you, Nick. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Nick. Fuck, that was terrible.
I forgot the Bulldogs are 9th, and they're probably going to be fucking absolutely on.
I just feel like when it's this time of the year and there's a team that has more to play for, 90% of the time they just win.
Yeah, I know. I think we could be kidding ourselves.
But
So doggies.
dogs are
Doggies gotta
also
win.
quite cowardly.
I love them.
I love them too, but
I mean, I love the D's, but we're
cowards too.
I know.
But they have just an
They don't like the G,
yeah.
and we've beaten them at the G.
Look, it's all about how we play Darcy, but I feel like May kind of does.
Won't be in.
Okay,
Suspended.
we're done. Did he get 2 weeks for that?
3.
He had 3 weeks for that.
Yeah, game's gone, but that's okay. We know it is.
Didn't we nearly beat Collingwood already this year?
Yeah, we lost by
Nearly
a point.
doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Can't
nearly
believe that.
all the
I know.
time.
I'm just saying that, like in the next 3 weeks, like
No, we're not
still
going to beat.
possible.
We're not going to beat Collingwood.
we're
I
not going to
can't see
beat.
that. I can't see that happening.
Collingwood.
But if they keep getting injuries, their team's pretty cooked at the moment.
We're gonna beat the Bulldogs, and we're gonna lose to the rest.
Okay, I'll
it's
take that.
Hawthorn. Just
We're gonna-
I want to put the nail in that coffin so bad. I want that so bad.
Talk to you, brother. down the barrel?
I put a bet with him the start of the year. I said,
Say his name and talk to him.
Nick, you are going to pay me some money because I put that bet at the start of the year.
What's the bet?
I said Hawthorn won't make the finals at the start of the year before a game was played.
They're not going to make the finals? Where are they in the ladder?
Pay up. Pay up, brother.
What, you think they're going to lose the next 3 games?
They have a tricky run.
Let me see.
Don't put that on set.
Well, the tricky run is tonight against Collingwood, and then the trickiness is potentially us.
Okay. Fuck.
And Brisbane. Holy shit.
So the air will get really sucked out tonight if they lose.
And then
but if they win, we're not going to beat them.
Wait, who are they playing after Collingwood?
Us.
And then Brisbane.
Brisbane away.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
So
it's happening.
the last 2 games is Dogs and
shit. Wow. Freo.
Freo, and then
Yes.
it's Hawthorn, Brisbane
Sunday night.
on the Sunday night.
Oh, it'll be like West Coast and Adelaide when we fell out. Thanks to you bastards.
Wait, so I'm
you remember
confused
that?
though. So
I was
does
a Glamorama
Bulldogs have to
and I
win 3
cried.
games to get
What a
into
loser.
the 8? I need a pathway app.
No, we're not pathwaying. We
No
I
more
need it for next
pathways.
year for my to improve my analysis skills.
No. Pathways are dead. We've done. All those
Pathways are dead.
All those pathways we suggested on the pod.
It's only one pathway.
All those weeks back.
D's down.
Well, pathway.
Snakes and ladders, and we're on the snakes.
Pathways are dead. Do you know what? We did 7 or 8 pathways, and we didn't do the pathway that happened. No one thought we'd do it
That
this soon.
tells you just how shocked we were because I just did not see that coming.
Before end of season. No way.
Yeah.
No way. Didn't think we had it in us.
Guys, I'm kind of sad that the season's coming to an end, even though it was a shit
Oh,
show.
I'm pumped for these 3
Yeah.
games.
Now I'm excited for these. Before this, I was like,
I'm more pumped for these 3 games than I was the whole season.
Are you
Do you
going
know
this
what?
weekend?
Yeah. I'm pumped.
do you know why it is important?
Yes. Why?
To make the next coach keen as well. Like there could be someone who's like, do I want this
But what
job?
if they're really off it? Maybe they really fucking hate that Simon got sacked, and then
No.
There's no,
nah.
no, because he had 9 years. He won a
Yeah.
flag.
Yeah.
There's no.
Okay.
bad
He's
blood
a
there.
legend of our football club.
Yeah.
He's only one of
Of
4.
four.
I saw
premiership
that and I was
coaches.
like,
Which is
what the fuck? But then I was like,
crazy.
oh wait, we haven't won that many.
He's a legend. He won us a flag. Absolute
Yeah.
legend. Forever. Has to be. And I think what will end up happening is, yes, there's been a bit of animosity. There's been a lot of supporters that have been a bit off him in the last couple of years, or 3 or 4 years for some. I reckon we'll come full circle in a couple of years. We'll come to some Melbourne events. We'll celebrate like his achievements. I reckon everyone will end up just being like, we love him. He's great.
Absolutely.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dust will settle.
there were a lot of people who didn't love Neil Danaher towards the end of his
Great.
coaching life at Melbourne. There were a lot of people
It's
who were
true.
like, get rid of him, we need change kind of thing. And, you know, he's almost like a god now.
Yeah.
He is a god.
For other reasons, though. But,
Incredible man.
you know, he's always a demon.
We need to wrap because Nick needs
Wrap it up.
to go to the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Oh.
It's a good place. It's a great place.
Nick, give us your prediction.
Pies by 22.
Pies by 22. Shane Woden.
Still.
Oh, I just thought Shane Woden.
Is he playing his 350th?
350th?
Who is? Pendles.
Still.
Still. Oh.
Oh my God, he's a psycho.
Yeah.
What an incredible player. They're so blessed. Pendlebury and
Blessed.
Sidebottom.
Too blessed to be stressed.
Yeah, I love Sadi.
Oliver and Petrarca, that could be you.
Pendle's a champion.
Get to work.
Pendles is a champion of the game.
Yeah.
Overrated though, we'll say that.
Oh. Okay.
Fucking
Oh.
hell.
Buckley was a much better player than Pendlebury.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Talent-wise.
Nick, would you
Our
agree?
future coach.
Yeah.
Sorry, say it again.
Buckley was
Buckley
a
much better player than Pendlebury.
Yeah.
Slightly more talented.
Yeah.
But I'm still
Yeah.
picking Pendlebury.
Oh, he's still picking
I'm taking
Pendles.
Buckley every day of the week.
So am I. Buckley
Enders
was
coach.
insane.
Next D's, he's going to get one for us.
We'll see. There's other
Who knows?
candidates.
Yeah. Well, let's do some research.
We'll research. We probably should research. It's a podcast.
Well,
Don't
how
get
many
me
how
on
many
the next one.
pathways? How many pathways do we need to come to the club with next?
There's no pathways, mate.
Oh, there's always a pathway.
Pathways are dead. The only pathway, to wrap it on this,
Oh, God.
Paul Guerra, Stephen Smith. This is the single most important decision that you will make. Getting this head coach right is everything. It'll either propel us forward and it'll give us this almighty boost, or we'll just stagnate and we'll regress even further. You have to get this right. You have to get it right. It's so important. It's crazy.
Well, I'm glad we got someone with lots of experience in racing to make that decision.
Who's that?
Paul.
Isn't it Paul?
No, it's
Right.
okay. Paul knows footy.
No, he's a businessman, you know? Different job.
Paul knows footy. Apparently an Essendon man. Big Essendon man.
You know everyone's backgrounds.
But now he's a Melbourne man, obviously.
Oh, you'd think so.
Well, yeah, you got to be, mate.
You'd bloody hope so. I mean, there was
Do you think
one.
Gary was always a Melbourne man? Exactly. Anyway, we'll wrap it on
He
that.
wasn't even when he was there.
Oh, God.
We'll wrap it on that. Penny, just quickly, thanks for dropping in. We love you. And we...
Thanks for having me. Great to be back.
How was your holiday, by the way?
Oh, yeah, we
No,
forgot to ask.
I gotta let him go to the game. Come on.
Yeah, sorry.
Vegemite.
You don't want
raw
to hear
dogging.
about all the amazing things I did, all the hiking I did, all the
raw
DJ
dogging
gigs I
Vegemite.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Just very quickly, Penny has toast in the morning, Vegemite, and nothing else.
No, I have avocado.
Kills kittens
That's like
as well.
the butter
Kills
version.
kittens.
But if I only had
Penny.
bread, butter, and Vegemite as an on the continental breakfast, really shit one, I would leave out the butter.
Crazy.
And on that note, mic drop. Let's go.
Mic drop. Get to
Good
the
luck
G.
tonight. I actually hope the Pies win.
Yeah,
I hate
good luck.
Hawthorn so much.
We hate Hawthorn.
Hope they
I hate them both.
So,
burn.
yeah, good luck, Nick. And get to the G on Sunday. Get around the boys.
The boys.
Not confident.
What time?
No, not confident.
1:10 or
3, I think at 3:20.
to 3:20.
Yeah.
I'm going to be too hungover.
3:15 or 3:20, whatever it is these days.
You
I'm
never
looking
know.
forward to
That's
it.
when you feel a little
I'll
bit
see how I
fruity.
feel in the morning.
Cozzy to kick 4 and have 30. See ya.